Hello, viewers, and welcome to today's episode of Disappointed Dragon. As you can see, we have found some more knockoff construction kits. Some very interesting ones. These ones were not from my local dollar store. These were from Bianca Amor's Liquidation Center, which is kind of like a warehouse. I've spoken about them before. They buy knockoff things and stuff from wholesalers that haven't sold, and they've got all sorts of cool stuff. And one of the things that they have is an aisle full of construction figures. And I saw these and thought they were amazing. Mostly because of this one here. It looks like they've got like a minifigure Lamia. I think that's what these are called. Snake Woman. Yeah, I think so. And I thought that that was really interesting. We've also got this guy here. The set is called the Future Police. And the reason that we have these two together is because if you look on the back, their two sets go together to form this little mech here, which I thought was pretty cool. Another thing that's interesting about this is that apparently there's an included comic. And I wonder if it's actually in the instruction book or if it's one of those things where you have to scan it and go to their website. We'll find out as soon as we open it. I also noticed that these are the bad guys. There is other ones. I have another one that we'll do next time, which is another one of the villains. And I believe I got one... Did I get one of the heroes? No, I didn't. In true Disappointed Dragon fashion, I got all of the villains because I thought they were cool. That does seem like something I would do. And was something I did. I just got the villains because they had the neatest sets. So we'll open these up and we'll take a look at them. They have very few... Oh, excuse me. They have very few pieces. So I don't expect them to be very difficult to build. I'm interested to see what the quality's like. I don't believe we've ever opened Paisy before, but we'll see. Also, they have interesting names like Red Wings and Phantom Airship. So we'll see what it's like. Yeah, very few pieces. And then we have, the comic. So it is part of the instructions. It's just one giant page. What? Chief Red Hair. Yep, Future Police did not expect this ambush, huh? Hey, let me show you my horror power. Small Jet Red Wings. Oh dear, let's zoom in a bit so you guys can see that a bit clearer. Chief Red Hair's pop-up turns the tables. The chief of the world's most horrible gang is only known for his horror evil power. But none knows where he comes. His real identity is still a mystery. You really talk big, fight me. And now they're fighting each other. Hey, how dare you, Chief Red Hair is the most powerful. Ares Rocket, let me help. So, clearly the most interesting of comic books. I do see a problem, though. We got the comic. I was going to say I thought there was no instructions for a second, but luckily there is. They're just so thin that I didn't notice them behind the comic there. That's quite funny. Also, I wouldn't really call this a comic. It's more of a poster. But I guess this is page 5 of 40. 5 of 48! So you would have to buy 48 different sets to get the entire comic. That's a little insane. I mean, even as cheap as they are, that's a lot of money to finish a comic. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to do it because I really like collecting things. But, I don't know if we're gonna do that. I'll say, what have we got for the instructions? Really simple instructions, as would be expected, as it is a very simple kit. Not much to it. We'll open it up, and then I'm actually gonna build this one off camera, and we'll build them both off camera, and then take a look at them, combine them off camera, and go from there. But first, we'll just take a look at the minifigure and see what the quality's like. How do the pieces feel? So far, they don't feel too bad. They do that thing that happens a lot with these kits where the entire minifigure is actually completely unassembled. The legs aren't even together, which I do find really frustrating because often they do not go together. Although this time, it's gone together really easily. The legs went on, and usually the legs don't go on, and that's my biggest issue with it. Well, that and the hands going into the arms. So that's where we'll find out if it's going to destroy me fingers. Nope, went in really easily. That's nice. And now let's see if this one will do the same. Yeah, no, that clicked in great. Didn't hurt my finger. Didn't make me feel like I was going to lose a finger. That's always good. Interestingly enough, he has two heads. One with red eyes and one with blue eyes. Sorry, I was off center there. Presumably because he has a fiery red chest plate and a more glowy blue chest plate, which I think is for the robot? No. No, it doesn't seem to show why he would have that, but have it he does. So it looks like we're supposed to use the blue head, so we'll do that. They have that thing where he has a, I'll show you. The head peg is a cross shape instead of being a circle of plastic, which I'm not a fan of. I mean, it works just as well, but it does bug me a little bit. Here's his red hair. Chief Red Hair. Oh, dear. Let's put his gun together. What does he have for his gun? So it's this and this lightsaber piece on the end there. And then, no, that doesn't. Oh, don't like the feel of that. This piece here. This piece here. And then these wing bits. I guess they're more fins than wings, really. And that is his weapon. All right, so what do I think about the minifigure? It's okay. It looks all right. It is a bit frustrating. This arm does not want to stay on. You can see it keeps popping off. Like my focus. The arm keeps popping off, but otherwise, I mean, it's a nice design. His shoulder pad actually gets in the way of him pointing the gun up without putting it at a weird angle like that. But, you know, I mean, it was $1.50, and it comes with a minifigure with multiple head choices. So we'll give them a pass. All right. I'm going to build this, and I'll build the other one off camera, and we'll come back, and I'll give you my verdict on them. Then we'll go away again, combine them, come back. I figured before we got to the finished construction, I'd show you the comic from the other one. So this is 6 of 48, and we've got this fellow here whose name I don't know. Again, starting with what? We have Mystique. A blue female character named Mystique. Hey, little handsome, take care of yourself before you save others. You cannot escape from my magic whip. So that's Gallant Man. Intends to help Ares Rocket Man with Chief Red Hair, but he's caught by a ruthless Mystique's magic whip. Future police is in crisis. Small jet phantom airship. Call the base for support. No, captains, we're entangled by the enemies. Hey, well done, Mystique. Guys, put them down. Oh dear, very violent. No, we can't insist much longer. We need to get rid of Chief Red Hair. At this right moment, a laser suddenly fly in. So the translation's not the best. But my favorite thing is, no, we can't insist much longer. No, I insist. I'm sorry. That's it. No longer able to insist. So I figured I'd show you that before we went to the finished product. So after this, we'll have them done. And we're done constructing them. So on this side, we have Phantom Airship with Mystique, and we have Chief Red Hair and his, what is it called? Red Wings? Was that his name? Red Hair? Yeah, it was. I wasn't misremembering. That's his name. His one defining feature, his red mohawk. Oh, dear. So first impressions. The minifigures themselves. This one, I'll give them points for originality. It doesn't work quite as well as I'd like, obviously, because it's quite oddly wide because just the nature of the square blocks, but it works pretty well. Also, it's a very nice light blue, which in contrast to the picture here, she looked like she was going to be quite a dark blue. I actually much prefer this more sky blue. She also comes with two faces, just like red hair over there. She has a scowling, angry face and a very happy face. I've gone with the happy face. She also has her magic whips. And, I mean, she's somewhat articulated. She has 2 hinges in her back. Come on, focus. Thank you. And a ball joint at the end where the spike is. So it's pretty cool. And the pieces, what are the qualities like? I mean, the building bits are okay. They're definitely better than some of the brands we've used, but they are worse than others. For instance, these laser pegs ones are better. They're not like amazingly better, but they definitely are better. They feel better. They have a bit more weight to them. They are better. But that being said, these ones are still pretty good. The minifigures themselves are okay. I had no issues with this one. This one, as you saw, this arm kept on falling off. I was able to get it to attach much more securely, but now it has very little range of motion, and this hand is already really weak. Not really a big deal, though. It's good enough. Also, I did forget to put his feet on. He's got these 2 spiked shoes, which do not attach as firmly to his legs as they do to his vehicle. Where I will minus points is the designs of their vehicles. I don't understand this at all. It feels to me like they made the mech of the 2 combined, and then we're just like, well, what do we do with the pieces? I don't know, make some kind of platform for him to stand on, because it doesn't look like anything. It doesn't look like a hoverboard. It's not symmetrical in any way. It doesn't have any rhyme nor reason to it. It's makes no sense. And hers is supposed to be like I guess like it's called Phantom Airship, but it looks more like a hoverboard. It's closer. It's partially symmetrical, but again, it just doesn't make any sense. They've lost it on the design. The designs don't make any sense. The minifigures, though, are pretty cool. And again, it is $1.50, so even though the designs are weird, you get a minifigure, you get some pieces. For, $3, you'd get one of the Lego blind bags that comes with a minifigure and pretty much no pieces. So, it's fine. It's fine. So now we'll do one more jump cut to me combining them together into their combined form, and we'll do our final impressions. All right, so we have now built everything and we are all done. Final impressions time. Well, the first thing I don't like is I had to completely take apart the minifigures to finish this guy in the back here. I had to take apart all of Mystique's snake tail, so all she has left is a torso. And I had to take Red Hair's defining feature, his hair, and also his boots. This one still works because he's still a minifigure, but this is now effectively half a minifigure and doesn't really do anything. It also didn't use all the parts. You got a bunch of parts left over, but it's neither here nor there. What of the combined form itself? Well, it's okay. Full disclosure, he would have more articulation on this arm if I hadn't been lazy and had assembled this correctly. I didn't pull the ball joints apart and just stuck the parts on, and I accidentally reversed this. This is supposed to be the ball joint on the shoulder and the socket on the outside so that he'd have a full range of motion. He doesn't. Because, I noticed that halfway through and decided I didn't want to fix it. I actually did the exact same thing on the legs, but it doesn't affect the legs because either way, it has the same amount of articulation. But yeah, so what's the design? The design's... it's okay. It's clearly a little robot mech. The head is obviously too small, and even with the arm that's constructed properly, it doesn't really do much except spin around. He's got like a weird bow and arrow thing. This arm has the 2 claws and kind of spin, I guess. It's not fantastic. It's not terrible. He can sit. Can sit and shoot you with his arrows. Pew pew, pew pew. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I don't really think you should get this for the combined. If anything, I would get it just for the hilarious comics, and I quite liked the Mystique. I like the different minifigure. I've always liked it when they do something different with the minifigures, like trying to make a Lamia was kind of cool. And I do like the name Big Chief Red Hair. And was that? I keep feeling that that's not his name. It's just Chief Red Hair. I guess now he's bigger. Before he would have been just Chief Red Hair. It's such a weird thing. Chief Red Hair, Mystique, and I'm almost certain the other one's gonna have really silly names too. I have another one over here, and I have no idea what the character's name is yet. But just to give you a bit of a prequel, it's Bat Chariot is the name of the vehicle. So I have a feeling that his name is going to be something like Batwing or Redwing because it's a red minifigure. They're not really that imaginative. It's very silly. But you know what? For $3 total for all of this, you can't really go wrong. I mean, it's not as good clearly as Lego. It's not even as good as some of the other knockoff stuff. Some of the parts did fall apart as I put it together, but it's fine. It's not going to break. The ball joints are good, and as I've said before, those are some of my favorite pieces to get because you can do so much with them if you wanted to just take these as parts to make something else. $3 for a bunch of these ball and socket joints is not bad. I really like having those. They're great. They're fantastic. You can make some cool stuff with it. It's fine. It's totally fine. I definitely think it's neat. I like the idea of the comic. I do think it's a bit ridiculous that there is, what was it, 48? Yeah, 48 comics. So you'd have to buy the entire line to get the entire comic. I think that's a little bit ridiculous, but I mean, whatever. It's a free throw-in, so we'll take it as it is. But that'll do it for this episode, guys. As always, stay happy, stay healthy, and buy some construction toys. They're great. Until next time, bye.